There we go. Everybody in? I'm in another tab, so I can't look. See.
Yeah, I'm
I'm trying to. I'm getting in. It's just taking forever to do everything right now. Like I said, it took my Steam like 4 or 5 minutes to open.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I was talking about my enforcer and what he can do, and then I said, well, my Steam took 5 minutes to open. That's foreboding.
That's a great sign.
Yeah, so apparently I don't know if I had mentioned it, but apparently a couple days ago, this thing happened for Warhammer that made me realize that I couldn't have picked a better time to decide to use this faction. That's the fact that every year on a twice-a-year basis, Games Workshop, the people that made Warhammer, do something called a data slate, which is kind of like, patch notes to the factions. And it balances stuff out. The Tau are the only faction that have been known for having, their passive faction, ability actually hurt them. Which is that they can pretty much Hunter's Mark stuff, kind of like, the Ranger's spell in D&D. In a way where, one of them marks a target, the other person that they're guiding gets a buff for it to be able to hit them easier. And the problem was, then if that, person that the mark is helping tries to shoot anything other than the marked target, they actually get punished for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes it harder to hit things that aren't the marked target. And you can only do it with, one guiding unit, one guided unit per shooting phase. They recently, not only did they take away the thing for splitting your fire against multiple targets when you're not shooting the guided one, so that's entirely gone now. So they no longer have a penalty for trying to, shoot things. They also made it so that instead of having to choose who gets guided, you just choose who is marking the target, and then everyone else that can see the target gets the buff. So you could potentially buff the hit chances on your entire army if they can all see the same target. Which is insane. That's very nice, because it makes them a lot more versatile, because they have a lot of guns on some of their tankier stuff. And that becomes a problem when if you kill something in one shot, then, kind of not, able to do anything about it, since you'll get a penalty for shooting anything else.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to worry about that, because if you kill the first guy that you marked in one shot, then you can attack other stuff without getting a penalty.
Is Jerry here?
I'm here.
Okay. I think all we're waiting on is.
Think waiting for failure to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting in. I hit the play button. Don't worry, I am on my way. Computer's just being a little bit, I guess the phrase would be confrontational. doesn't want to cooperate, non-cooperative.
So I think where we left off was the host being just died. See, hooded figure, kind of turning her back on it as she shouts out, "The host is dead. Drop your arms. It's over." The guards kind of turn and look at each other, very much kind of unsure. The moment of intensity in the air before you see her back arches as she rises in the air, as you see almost purple light kind of emanating from her eyes before she sits down, kind of floating back down, eyes glowing with intense purple energy. As you hear what sounds like slow clapping from behind her. Izzy, I know I put your down.
That doesn't sound too good.
Fine, guess I have to put him back down. Let's see. As you see, very familiar Ventress kind of walking forward, slowly clapping. He says, "I have to admit, that was rather entertaining." Folks still very much panicked as the guards still keep him bay. He's saying, "Folks, you have a choice. Join me or join her." As he kind of gestures to the person beside him. The choice is yours. So, what do y'all want to do?
Uh, let's see here. I'm going to pull my mask off.
All right.
7 points of psychic damage. And I will hop up on the bar here and yell out, "There's a third option. You can join me."
You definitely feel his gaze shift in that direction.
I'll stare back at him once I feel his gaze.
Well, the choice is yours. We'll check with him. Natural 20 or 34. You can. I'll let you roll persuasion to see if you make any
Okay, let's
headway.
see. 18.
Still very much panicking among them, as if like still any of during all of this is still very much panicked and unsure of what's going on. It almost seems like what any of this he's saying is falling on deaf ears. The moment of kind of awkward silence before he says, steps forward. I will let you go and decide among yourselves. As he nods, as the guards kind of part, and all these one by one start running up the stairs. Guards go up too. All these figures go running up the stairs. He just stares as all the civilians, civils kind of start clearing out. He looks at the rest of you and says, I'm getting real tired of you interfering in my business. Perhaps a lesson needs to be learned.
Where is everyone? I see Phalar.
It's Otto looking through the zoom out glass.
I don't think he put it on yet.
I'm here.
I see it. I see it.
I am Boink. Then we've got Boink for the Steel Defender, Boink for Cinch himself.
And where's that
Homunculus is over
lady
there.
that was fighting?
He's there.
Yeah. The lady that's
Oh,
fighting
okay.
is over there. But you see her eyes are kind of wide, glowing with the purple energy. Seems like he's probably cast something on her.
Oh. And she was the only one that was fighting back, right?
She kind of acrobated her way through the crowd and took down the host.
I see.
Yeah, we took some pretty big damage, and then she's the one that landed the killing blow, and then I did like a grand 40-something damage to one of the guards.
Yeah. So the host is dead.
Oh yeah, Singed wasn't here for that. I used my Whales from the Grave thing, and exploding dice happened, and I did like 40 necrotic damage to one of the guards.
I think it was more than that. I think it was like 40. It was like 40 something at least.
Yeah, pretty much. It was funny because just before that, I had been faded away, and the spirits of the people that had just died were still panicking. And I looked at one of them, and I was like, "You may be a ghost, but you can still fight for what's right." And then transformed back, and then massive damage on my Whales from the Grave, which summons a ghost to attack something.
Is that the most damage we rolled?
Yeah, it was. It's 3d6, and I rolled 3 6s, rolled 2 more. It was 2 more 6s and a 5. Rolled 1 more, and it was a 5.
Wise.
And then late
So
got 2 nat 20s on disadvantage.
yeah, that happened too. There was like
For-
no lows during that fight whatsoever. It was just constant peaks for all of the rolls.
What's surprising is that guy was in darkness too.
Oh, apparently, by the way, for the people that hopped out a bit early last time, the host was apparently built to counter our party, and we just kind of ended up wiping him. He had an effect that was apparently supposed to be able to be pretty strong, specifically against our build, but he didn't get to use it.
Oh, why don't you save it for the next?
Speaking of, by the way, just a bit of a heads up for everybody. I have officially now been scheduled at my new job. On Tuesday, I will be starting 10 a.m. That being said, that most likely means that I need to get my sleep schedule on correction so that I am not going to bed at 5 in the morning anymore. So
Oh my
I'll likely
God.
have to be calling it at like 9:30, 10-ish.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we would be probably ending around there anyway.
I know, I just know that sometimes we go a bit past depending on what's going on. I'm just saying that's probably when I'll be hopping out. Because,
Is this the zoo job?
no, I will be working at Little Caesars now, so.
Ooh, some good pizza.
No, see, I worked at Casey's as their solo overnight kitchen cook last summer, or last fall rather, and then they were like talking about how that location is short-staffed, and then they were like, "You used to work at a pizza place," and I was like, "Yeah, alone, yeah, apply."
So
So yeah, just pretty much the thing being, I'll have to hop at like 9:30-ish, so that I can get to bed at a reasonable time instead of like 2, 3 in the morning.
So what do you want to do? Most of the nobles have ran, except for probably a couple.
Singe is probably just observing and quietly looting the place still. I don't know why he would do anything different.
Okay.
Did Faye take some kind of new stance, or do I need to like set up a safe space for any of the party members?
I mean, you
Sure.
probably Phalar probably seems very much on edge right now. Like he's struggling to contain an inner rage because of the fact that there's a guy involving a cult in front of him.
Does it look like the Herald is trying to stop us from leaving?
Yes.
He did say he was annoyed with us.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he was tired of us causing problems for him.
Oh,
Yeah, he's very much like, y'all are interfering in my business. Now I need to teach you a lesson.
what's Faye's health like though? I can see everyone's health but Faye.
Can
Let me see.
I want to say to him, "This is my first time meeting you, sir. I was just here to enjoy the party."
Oh, I'm on max for my health. Forgot I healed.
And I'm gonna try and see if he'll start walking that way and see if he does anything.
See, the
Doesn't-
guards very much are like every move kind of encircling him, kind of keeping you at a distance. Very much protecting him.
He's the one from that temple we went with Adonia though, isn't he?
Yeah. So technically, Klaus has met him before, but I don't think Klaus would have any memory of it since he was Steve then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't
so
know it.
it is true.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the guard and be like, "Excuse me, coming through."
I like almost kind of like in you see them, they both stick out their glaives, kind of crossing them, preventing you from moving between them.
I like Phalar would probably like look over seeing that, absolutely not expecting in any way to actually convince them, but just kind of saying it out loud,
He was dead. Okay.
regardless. He'll just kind of be like, from what I've seen of that one, he really might just walk straight past you and leave.
Wait, who are you talking about?
He's remarking that about Klaus because they're trying to block him from moving forward, so they're pretty much like, from what I've seen of that one tonight, he might just straight up walk past you. If you
I'm gonna
let him
ask-
through.
I'm gonna ask the Herald, "Have I ever interfered with any of your business, sir? Can you recall a time I tried to stop you?"
He kind of he kind of looks you for a second, saying, "Don't be foolish. I have been watching your group for some time. I know you're associated with the rest of them.
I'm just traveling with them. I'm not a part of their group per se. Have I ever been with them when they've caused you problems? Was I with them when they caused you problems in the town?
Roll a persuasion check.
23.
He kind of glowers at you. For a moment, but then kind of snaps his fingers, and the guards kind of move their glaives.
I'm gonna say over to Ophelia and her dad, let's go, dear, and father-in-law. I can't forget my zombie I made last session. And then as I'm walking, I'm gonna turn back to everybody and put 2 fingers on my head and do a salute to them as I walk. As I get ready to walk up the stairs, can I make my way to the host body and loot him before I leave?
Yeah, okay. Make a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because some of the guards are still watching you.
5.
I say, heads off.
You just can't let good materials go to waste, fellas.
You've been excused
He's
to
not gonna be
leave.
needing this.
Continue to do so. As they point toward the stairs.
All right, I'll go up.
See the 2 guards as well as the teleportation circle lobby.
Mm-hmm. There's 2 guards.
Yeah, on the upper of the same 2 guards you saw when you came in are standing on either side of the entrance of the stairs, as well as they're probably about 15 or so feet away from the entrance where the stairs are, is where the teleportation circle that takes you back.
Let's see. Let's do. Are they trying to get me to leave already, or are they just watching?
They are kind of ushering you toward the uh circle.
Let's see.
Cast a
That's
spell while they're
happening.
working, focused on
I
him.
will. So
Well,
that's happening.
While I
I'm
figure
gonna
out what I'm
have,
doing, do y'all want to do y'all's part while I'm trying to figure out what I want to do?
as he's moving towards the guy, Otto will move towards Phalar. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
All right. And then Otto's gonna like try to softly ask, Did he just turn on us?
It would more appear that he was trying to get himself out, which I don't entirely blame. We need to figure out a way out of here as well.
Is there any other way out? Okay, that seems like that's the only way out.
Yep, only way out.
Baylor kind of
Uh,
like strokes his chin a little bit, and he's like, I've already exhausted my ability to breach the veil for the most part, at the time being.
Okay,
Would I be able to cast a spell stealthily?
How far are those guards from me, and how close are they to each other?
They're probably about 10 feet. Probably about 10. The whole chamber. They're probably about. You're probably. So did you head to you or did you head toward the circle at all, or are you just hanging
No,
by the top of the stairs?
Yeah, I'm just hanging by the top of the stairs right this second.
It's probably. I mean, there's one. They're on either side of you, right by the stairs. The stairs.
Okay. How far is the portal from them?
Probably about 15 feet away. The whole chamber itself is probably about. It's probably like 20 feet by 20 feet. A very large chamber.
oh, can we see the portal?
No, because it's on the upper floor.
Okay, okay.
Then I'm going to tell Ophelia to get close to the portal with the zombie. I need
Okay.
them at least. I need them at least 16 feet from me. Like, how far is this? Hold on, I'm trying to read it.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
That's 30 feet. Fuck. I will follow them over there. I'll get right next to the portal, and then I'm going to cast Void's Embrace at the two guards at 5th level.
All right.
The con save is 18.
They both failed.
Okay, so I'll roll for damage.
Do we see Klaus doing that?
No, I'm
Probably not.
upstairs. So
Right,
that's
okay.
25, and I had one extra. I had one that was a max. So I'll roll one more 6. So 29 points of necrotic damage.
That same kind of black orb kind of emanates above them, like these tendrils kind of flinging out as it kind of wraps around their necks. Their scimitars kind of drop to the ground as it almost kind of picks them up. Their strange kind of obsidian armor in themselves kind of turn a grayish color before they both crumble into ash.
Okay, sweet. So with that, after that has happened, to get ready, I'm gonna get to the back near the entrance of the stairs and see if I can just listen to what's going on downstairs. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna pull out one of the um gunpowder kegs I have in the bag of holding still, and give it to the zombie I'm gonna have him hold it for now until I hear what's going on downstairs, and that'll be me for a while.
Downstairs, you see him kind of walk up to her, her eyes still wide, glowing with a purple energy. And he just says, "Kill them." And she turns. And charges straight towards you, Phalar. And she's make 2 attacks on you. Take off initiative.
Oh, there's still some nobles down there. Maybe they'll help y'all fight. They look pretty tough. There's a wizard.
Attack is a probably misses with a 13.
Correct. God, if I had 13, I would be worried.
Second
I'd be
attack,
immediately
that's
getting myself
a
new armor.
Are we rolling initiative?
after she finishes her attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
12 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of psychic damage.
Right?
Now roll initiative.
Great opening to a session. Combat right at the start.
You see like as her eyes are wide, she's striking you. You hear her say, "I'm sorry, help me."
I rolled a 15.
Same. But you have
And-
higher dex than me, so.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I make a perception check to see if I hear anything going on downstairs?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
22.
You hear him say something about. You hear him say, "Kill them," and then you see the lady who helped you originally charge and kind of peeking. You see her making 2 attacking Phalar.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
But Phalar, you do hear her say, as she's attacking you, "Help me," and "I'm sorry." You probably guess that whatever this is, she's doing this against her will.
Uh-huh.
And Klaus, you can roll initiative too.
Alright. Even with advantage, my fucking initiatives suck ass all the time.
Oh, it is her. Phalar. Auto. Klaus and I don't even see your many.
Sin should be in the rafters still. I thought he was.
Yeah, I just need to see Adam. Oh, I am blind.
He's pinging you where it's at.
Oh, okay.
The big red arrows.
I see you. Her turn. You see her eyes still wide. She says again, "I'm sorry," and she's gonna make 2 more attacks. Attack. And misses with 16. Second attack. 28.
Yeah.
10 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of psychic. Alright, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm muted that time. Is this surprise round still, or is this the beginning?
Just the beginning. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, y'all can still act as normal.
Guardians next to Faye, ideal at this point, and would use a reaction. Deflect attack to impose disadvantage on her attack. At least one of them.
Oh, for that last attack?
Yeah,
Alright.
I thought that was a surprise round still going.
Okay, so with disadvantage, that would be. Yeah, it's still a 22 to hit.
Oh, worth a try.
I'm decent on AC though to counter my lack of tankiness. I've got a 19 to AC. That still goes through though, of course.
Yeah, that's Cinch's assistance being able to more on hand for you.
Yeah, figure out what you're gonna do. I'll be right back. My dinner's here.
I've already got a
Oh.
decent idea on what I'm planning.
So we're fighting the whole group, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming. All right.
Well, she got
So-
ordered to kill us, so I'm assuming whatever happens here determines what happens next. Or he's stalling while he gets away.
So Otto has
Correct.
a spell called Sickening Radiant.
Uh,
It's radius 30 foot, and if they fail the check, they get 1 level of exhaustion.
oh, nice.
And
Ooh.
every time they start within the range, if they fail again, they get 1 level of exhaustion.
Is it everyone inside it?
Huh?
Is it everyone inside it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm gonna lose a limb.
Wait, are you inside it?
Yeah, he's up in the rafters. Were you not paying attention that whole time? He was-
Oh my god, I can't use it then. Never mind. Never mind.
I was trying to do something before combat started, but I'm locked up here now.
I have a different option. Let's see. This is a 20 feet.
I was like sneaking around too, so your character probably doesn't even know I'm up here anyway, so you probably cast it anyway.
I mean, should I metagame? or should I not?
All right.
I don't know. Are we doing meta? I don't think. I didn't think we were doing meta.
I mean, y'all are fighting these people. I'm upstairs drinking a
Yeah,
mojito.
Otto was planning on using that spell. No, maybe he should still
I
go with
mean,
it.
He's just minding his business,
no.
and
No,
one of his arms
you've got to
falls off.
think. You got to think like the positives versus the negatives. Like even if one of our party members does get caught in it, so do all of they.
I mean, how high does the sphere? How high does the sphere go up?
It's a 30-foot
It's
sphere.
here, so
It's
a
like,
full
I mean, I'm trying to
radius.
set the range here so that it
Okay.
touches the woman.
Um,
So like, Sage is like right smack in that sphere.
What spell is this?
Sickening
Sickening
radiance.
radiance.
Anyone who fails it gets a level of exhaustion.
At 40-10 damage, radiant damage.
Yeah.
I mean, they become green apparently.
Then
Question is it
I'll
like
take
green
you
in the
for
face, or is
just
it
a
like they
different-
just turn green?
They turn green. They start emit a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius.
Oh my god. I thought that it was just like since it's sickening, they like they get nauseous, they turn green in the face. No, they literally turn green.
Yeah, it's like the game effect to show that they are sick.
Gets video game status effect in universe in D&D.
Yep. I'm trying to make sure I get it right. Okay.
All right, Failar, what do you want to do?
All right. So, first things first. I am going to attempt to cast my evil eye on her, and as I do so, like the red veins go across his face and everything. But
What's the DC for it?
so as he's doing it, he'll like kind of partially under his breath. He'll be like, "I understand what it's like to be controlled. I'll do my best not to harm you too much." In response to her saying what she said, the
Okay.
DC on that is. Ba 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 ba. I know it's bonus action, so I'll go over here. DC 16 Charisma.
Fails.
So she'll. This is gonna be a funny state of affairs for her, and I'm kind of wondering if you just want to give me like a quick what emotion shows on her face, because Phalar just said he's gonna try not to hurt her too badly because he knows what it's like to be controlled, and then immediately she just feels like she just had an omen put over her.
And I get to use this finally.
Ah. Nice. So yeah, he says that, and then she immediately feels an omen come over her.
So she's like, what?
And then he'll be like, I did say this might hurt a little bit, but I'm going to try to knock you out of it. And I'm going to make a... going to use the Nick property for my daggers to swing both daggers non-lethal.
Alright.
Let me refresh the page.
Look up the spell she's under.
Yeah. So since I'm doing Nick, it'll be with both daggers, don't have advantage, so it'll just be in my normal rolls. Leading with pick and pocket. As a 19.
Misses.
And followed by core cut. $22.
That hits. For rogue, she has a
All
pretty
right.
high AC.
Yeah. So that's the piercing damage, minimum roll. This is all non-lethal, as said. For what can be considered and everything. There's the necrotic off of that, which is 9.
Alright, so any damage she takes, she gets to make another save against the spell.
Imagine she gets it first try.
But we'll do the dice cam, because why not? We haven't used it in a while. And, it's a bad guy spell. It's the BBG spell, so.
Let's go.
So. She has to roll a. For her to succeed, she has to roll a. She has to
No, it's
roll
not up
a
on screen.
13 or higher.
Oh my god.
Oh, she is still under it.
Alright. I'm assuming by what we saw, she's probably quite a tough person, so she's probably
Yeah.
barely even chipped by my stab at the moment.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to keep my evil eye on her. That was my action to stab, my bonus action to cast the evil eye. Hold on, isn't... Let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah. I can do that then. I can trigger my sneak attack damage because she's marked with my eye.
Yeah.
Doesn't count with advantage, it just gives me the sneak attack damage.
I mean, it's more damage, so give her another roll.
Yeah. That, and it chips her down towards what I plan on doing, why I put the evil eye on her. Might actually get to use something that I took. Where is my... God damn it, why does this always go missing? There it is.
Oh, and I know there's a
Mike.
chat for rolls. Like I said, 21.
No,
Does
there's
it-
2 6s in there. If I remember correctly, that still procs off sneak attack.
Yeah. I think this is all non-lethal damage.
Yeah, since the triggering attack was non-lethal, so is the sneak. Yeah,
All right.
so that's 24. And that'll be what I've got this turn. Holding my evil eye on her for the time being.
All right. So 13 or higher.
What is her modifier? Jesus.
She has a +7, and she's proficient in wisdom saving throws.
And she's just not getting it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's what I've got for my turn.
All right, Otto.
You gonna make them all glow green?
Otto.
Right there, Otto.
Or to Otto. Over.
Time to cast a spell. Sorry, Singe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he knows. Wait, actually, can I roll to see if he notices where Singe is? That might change.
I can roll stealth, sure.
The like perception? maybe?
Yeah, roll perception.
Oh, he has no idea.
Yeah, you got no
Oh
idea.
god. Oh no. I tried to salvage it, but
That wasn't. I rolled a 1.
did you roll a 1 on stealth?
Yeah, I have disadvantage from something I'm wearing.
Wait, so how does that work? Late, how does it work?
For what?
Okay, does Auto notice Singe? He
No,
rolled a 1 on
you
perception.
have no with that 7, you have no idea Singe is there.
Okay. Alright, time to cast Sickening Radiance then.
But as you
My
as
guess,
you cast
my guess
it,
for it is that like even though Singe isn't doing too good at stealthing right now, it's like you're still also you're not doing very good at perceiving.
Yeah.
So like even if he's not doing a great job, you're not able to see it.
Yeah.
you know what?
So
Venture's gonna cast counterspell. Sees you
oh
casting
my
something.
god. Oh my god.
What
Okay, question. If he
A
casts
counterspell works differently in fifth.
counterspell,
You don't lose the spell
I don't
slot
lose
if
spell
yeah.
slots, right?
we're using the old version because
Ah,
I think the
Oh no.
new version is stupid.
So that means I lose a spell slot.
He has to what level are you casting it at?
5th.
Alright, so he has to roll for it.
What's the roll?
So it's he has a 15, so he has to make a intelligence roll.
Please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail.
say it.
Oh,
Uh,
please
He has to roll an 11 or higher.
fail. Oh, that is such a low roll.
Wow, that's a failure.
Oh!
I rolled a 4.
Yes! Yes!
Ooh-wee.
Oh my god. Okay, it fucking fails.
Okay, so that's great though because then that's like imagine like the herald, the big guy. He looks over, sees one of us casting a spell, and is like, no, and then just gets flashbanged. You just
Pretty
think
much.
fast at him.
Yeah, so they all need to roll for con save. DC is 17.
Wait, that's even better now because if you think about it, he really didn't think fast because he had to roll an intelligence save and failed.
And unfortunately, because these are Fey guards, they all have advantage on against spells.
Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Success. What's the DC?
DC 17.
Fail. Fail.
What save is it?
Con save.
Success.
Oh shit, a crit.
Oh, nice. You're fine though.
Success.
What about my homunculus though?
And fail. So this guy and this guy succeed, but the rest fail.
Can you
Kind of.
point? So anyone who fails takes 4d10 radiant damage
Oh, I gotta
and
roll.
suffer
I gotta
one
roll for
level.
Oh
Ventress.
no!
Oh,
My homunculus got deleted.
It's a what is it? A con save?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't figure he might be able to.
He succeeded.
They don't take damage upon succeeding, I think.
Does it say or It should say on it's either or they take half.
They don't. It doesn't say take half.
On yeah. So it's all or nothing.
Yep. I mean, it is exhaustion level. It's kind of a little. It's a little.
All right, so roll damage anyway for because for those that failed.
Wait, double 10?
Oh yeah, that checks out that one to us.
Yeah,
All right.
so rolled again.
Rolled 2 more 10, right?
Yeah.
35 total radiant damage.
This guy is dead. Guy is dead. Dead. The rest are fine.
Oh my god. I just took out that many.
Yeah, then these two quickly move onto either side of him.
Shush. Stuff.
It's your action.
And then I am going to move back. Let's see.
He enacted. I'll roll for Ventress because
Alright.
he involved himself.
The thing about this spell, I think it says the light spreads around corners. So, do you have like an interpretation of what that means? Like,
It just means like, say if you're hiding behind a corner, it's still gonna
okay.
it's not gonna get
It
moved.
ignores cover pretty
Yeah.
much.
Ignores the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, let's say there's like a hallway and it's like a C shape, and you cast it on one side of a wall. If it's within range, the light's just going to shine through to the other side of the wall because it's going around.
Okay. Also, was any one of them that failed? But they still survived.
Those that failed did not survive.
Okay.
Right. Because it was anybody that doesn't die to the damage takes a level of exhaustion.
Since saved, I took half damage. Was it?
It's either
No damage.
Yeah, it's either all or nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
Sense considering it's a very heavy hit.
Yeah, and also they don't suffer 1 level exhaustion if they pass.
Wait, if they pass, they get a level of exhaustion?
No, if they pass, they don't. They
Okay,
don't get
okay.
any sort of effect.
Alright.
It really is just all or nothing.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. Which is fine.
Suppose in this instance.
I should have ended the turn. Nope, that's it.
He is.
Imagine Ventress is just sitting there staring at you like, are you done? Can I cast my spell now?
How about no?
Gonna
Too
lift-
bad he
Imagine
failed
if
the
that's
Shutter
actually how it
spell.
worked. Imagine if that's how it actually worked in universe. Like, if somebody doesn't say, "Hey, it's your turn to attack me," then you just have to stare at each other awkwardly.
You see him just glare over it. As a failure, you see him glare kind of past you, just saying, "Well, aren't you a clever little spellcaster? Perhaps you need a lesson in respect." And he's going to just lick his hand. He's gonna start off easy and just do a firebolt.
That's still going to be heavy.
Yeah, you're within range.
Who is he aiming
Yep,
at?
that's a 23 to hit
On who?
on you.
On me?
Yep.
Alright, that hits.
You take 23 points of fire damage.
23 points of fire damage, you said.
Yep.
That's I have resistance.
All right, so we'd have that to 11.
All right, let's see.
I wonder how the Herald feels about that, since he was just like, no, so you need to be taught a lesson, hurls a firebolt at you, and it just kind of shrugs half off.
He just
Okay,
stares and saying, "Interesting."
All right, please let me roll a well.
A what?
For concentration.
Oh yeah, the Sickening Radiance is concentration spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to beat a get 5 or higher. So make a con save.
5 or higher.
Yeah, because it's always half the damage you take. The DC.
Oh, I rolled. Let's see. What did I roll? It was definitely higher than that. 14.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes. Okay.
Here's a question: if they're always in it, do they have to keep making the save every turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, his bonus action. He will.
Wait, save means this 30-foot thing is like permanent? Still here?
Yeah.
No. It was
It's
like
just a
right
concentration.
Here. It was like right here.
Okay, so it's a condition that they have to resave, not the sphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, he's going to Misty Step. Over here.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn. All right, Klaus. You definitely hear the sound of combat breaking out.
Explosions
Explosions.
of various types of magic.
You kind of look down. You see this bright light that's almost blinding from coming the bottom of the stairs.
It looks like somebody it looks like somebody has taken the sun and put it in the first floor.
Yeah, basically.
So with the zombie holding that barrel of gunpowder, do I see a torch around anywhere up here?
There's up here, up the second floor. No,
Okay, that's fine.
there's like a there's probably about 15 feet up. There's like a I guess almost like a candle chandelier thing.
That's fine. I'm gonna have the zombie go back down the steps. Where did he go? So he probably won't get down there this turn.
Yeah, you'd only be able to go about 30 feet down.
Yeah, if I can. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna have him for my action.
They'd probably only get to about there, down the stairs.
Okay, he'd get there.
All right, what do you do for your action?
My action. I will. I'll just drop my skeletons out.
Okay.
4 skeletons. And have them start making their way down. So my action would be to dump them out.
Probably just save one, but Alright, you should have control over it.
And
So
I'll just
yeah, so it'd be about the same place where you're.
yeah, I can have them. They can dash though, can't they?
Yeah.
Since they're not carrying anything, I'll have them dash 60 feet. That's 30 there. Or they're 30. All right, and that's my turn.
Alright, Sage, what you want to do? You're staring. Your entire vision is blockaded by bright light. Basically, like feels like you're standing in the warmth glow of the sun.
Singe is probably leaning against the wall up here, considering a plan before anything troublesome happened. And even though he's blinded, I think he'll just reach down, try to cut out some of the rope out of flooring, and do a rope trick right here, short length of rope.
Okay.
Burn one of my second levels, and that's his action. I still got plenty of movement. Where is
Yeah.
I just say something was slowing me down. Whoops. Oh, I clicked off. That's not what I want. Stupid drop downs. Get back.
My biggest pet peeve with Beyond is when I'm trying to use Beyond the Spire, and instead of rolling, it opens the tutorial page for what I click on.
Oh, so it just gives you a link to the extension.
No, it's like when you click on initiative, like just the word initiative, and it pops up the guide for what initiative is. Sometimes it'll do that when I try to click on the thing to roll it, since I'm using Beyond the Spire. So like I'll try to do a wisdom save, and it pulls open a thing about what stats are. I'm like, I don't need this.
I guess this is just a holdover from when I had some exhaustion. I should be 40 speed.
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
If I recall,
Or
you
at
had to
least
manually put it
check
in because
that.
you noticed, yeah, because you noticed it wasn't reducing it, so you manually reduced your speed.
Uh, I am a first level rogue, so I don't have bonus dash yet. I'm sure it'll be fine. I will probably get this on. Since we just continue along here, burn half his movement, climb up 10 feet, 30 feet right there, jeez.
Okay.
And then 5 foot over here and 5 foot along these vines.
Okay.
Trying to make his way back to the party.
Make me an acrobatics check to see if you can maintain your balance.
Acrobatic. Oh dear God. 9.
It's like you kind of carefully walk your way. As you take a step, one of your foots gets snagged on one of the rope. As you go spiraling down, you're still attached to it, but your foot is now caught. You're hanging upside down.
Well, that's my turn.
All I can do.
All right, Isabella. She's gonna continue following orders and attack you, Phalar.
All right.
That's all she can do. Attack. Definitely gonna be 18 to hit.
1 off.
Second attack. Wow, even worse. That is-
17?
that is a 16 to hit. So both of her attacks.
I was
misses.
close.
She continues to say, "Help me." As her eyes are still wide and glowing with that purple energy.
Yeah.
All right, Baylor. All she can do.
So I again am going to pull Nick to do both the dagger attacks. Just to keep my bonus action free, just in case, you know.
Yeah.
And that will be, I'll lead with Core Cut this time. Last time I led with my Pick and Pocket. I thought I deleted all my dice. There's still a single D4 sitting there on a 1.
Oh.
Speaking of, that's an 18.
That misses.
Yeah, I thought so. So then, Pick and Pocket. See if, I wonder if I can, nope, it got blocked by the wall. Okay, that's a nat 20. Non-lethal damage.
Yeah, that
I'll be
definitely
rolling on
hits.
that. Alright, so this plus 4 then, since it's a d4.
Yep.
Boink. So that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And since she is affected by my evil eye still, as I have not removed it, she will be taking sneak attack as well. Of course, all non-lethal, as I had said. There's one
Okay.
6.
So first roll failed. She needed a 13. I rolled a 12. For your sneak attack, nope.
That's 6, 4, so it's 15 plus 6 plus 4. If I give her a look over, how's she looking right now?
She has a few cuts, but she seems pretty well off.
Does she seem like a durable person overall?
Yes.
Okay. I think if I may check my
Yeah,
bonus actions.
She's nowhere. She's nowhere near half.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for whether she's at half or not. I'm looking for whether or not she'd be within reason for 15d10. Or is it, no, it's like, what is it, 10d10 plus 15? To be able to reach, my bonus action I left open by using my weapon mastery. And I think
You can try and knock
I'm
her
just
out.
looking. Yeah, so my somnolent curse doesn't require bonus action or action. Once it's on someone, I can just trigger it. Since it doesn't require action or bonus action, since it requires that whole roll thing to even work. But the reason I've been trying to chip her away is because I'm trying to decide whether or not it's going to be worth it, like whether or not the roll is likely to succeed there. So I was just looking at what I've got in my bonus actions first. See if I had anything there. I don't think I do for doing any extra damage.
I take it once you use it, the evil eye is gone.
Yeah, if I use it on her, it disperses the evil eye and then applies the curse with most of my curses, unless it says otherwise.
All right.
So I'm just trying to just give me like just a moment to run it in my head and think if that one's going to be like,
Tell you what, make if you want to get an idea of her health, make a medicine check.
All right. That's a +2. 13.
I mean,
I'm not very medically inclined.
I mean, as far as you can tell, she's taking some hits, but as far as you can tell, she's pretty healthy.
Probably wait one more round here to try and trigger it. That being said, I still have a bonus action and I'm not sure what to do with it. Tell you what, actually, let me see. What does this take? Drinking a pint of something is a bonus action, I think we established, right? Because, like, potions are as well.
The potions are
Like-
potions or drinking something would use your bonus action.
Yeah, and I haven't used my bonus action yet. Alright, I think I'm gonna pop one of my normal healing potions for my bonus.
All right.
So that'll be 2d4 plus 2. Bink. 6. Okay. It's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
It takes some of the edge off.
Anything
My
else?
action, nicked was my action. That was my bonus action. Not triggering somnolent yet, so that will be me.
Nice.
Yep.
And okay.
That's a much better job than me cleaning my dice apparently, since I left behind a d4 last time.
All right, Otto. What do you want to do?
All right. Let's see. Is there a good angle? All right. Eldritch Blast. Actually, gonna switch to Devouring Form.
Okay, so I think you feel like you hear this like low kind of guttural growl behind you. As you kind of look in that behind you in that direction, you see Otto with the same black eyes, a smile of razor sharp teeth that extends past his ears, just staring back at you.
Yeah, and then
Kind of gets this look of nervousness on him, and then he looks back to the rest of them, just trying to focus.
for flavor, can he shoot Eldritch Blast from his mouth?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go. Eldritch Blast.
Who are you
2.
shooting it at?
The mage.
All right.
First one is 15.
Misses.
Second one is 20.
That hits. Just
All right, so it's 1d10. So plus 5, so 7 plus 1d8 necrotic. So 11 damage total.
Notice that as the Eldritch Blast strikes him, almost like magic. It's almost like that just doesn't have quite the effect.
Even force damage? Huh.
You don't know. It
Interesting.
just seems like not having quite the effect it should.
And then so what does the devouring form look like? Because I can see that it says you can move through spaces as narrow as 1 inch. Is it like a very flexible kind of form?
Yeah. It's more like I'll let you physically what it looks like is up to you, but for me the visual on your face is you have that insanely wide kind of grin. Your eyes are black. Beyond that, I'll let you, for flavor, decide what it looks like.
If I may make a suggestion, I think the a flavored way, like for your given where it's coming from, for how it may look when you fit through small spaces, could be like you turn into like shadow or some kind of ooze, and then you reform on
Yeah.
the other side.
I'm thinking like ooze. And does that mean he doesn't
Like you
have
just
to
turn into
take?
black ichor and then reform on the other side of the gap.
Yeah. So that he doesn't have to actually take the human form, right? In this
If
form.
you want, I can add a to what I used for Silas, which I think would work. Where is it? You have a rep- maybe something like this. At least to
Could work.
represent, at least to represent
But
when you change.
it. So what I imagine my mouth. Not mouth.
Matt,
What I imagine in my mind is like
I didn't know that you thought with your mouth, but I mean, I guess with how much Otto was eating, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's why Otto keeps messing things up with the intelligence checks and things. He's been being guided by his mouth like Shaggy this whole time.
Yep. Yep. If you know who his patron is, you'll know why.
You know what would be funny is if we just give him like a flavor thing from now on, like where like he gets advantage on wisdom intelligence checks related to food.
Honestly, that's fine. Um. So yeah, I was like, he becomes like slimy kind of thing, but he still has eyes, but also like a huge mouth, or maybe more than one mouth. But after he does Eldritch Blast on the guy, it's gonna move back and cover behind the counter.
All right.
All right, that's the end of his turn. Does his guard take the turn during his turn as well?
Guards are not even really doing anything. They're just standing there.
But they're gonna have to roll again during their turn.
Oh yeah. Success. Success.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Yeah, and Venturous is outside the radius, so
All right. But Isabella is still in.
Isabel is still affected.
Yep.
Let's see. Venturous, he is going to, after looking around, saying, "This has been rather entertaining. I think a true lesson is needed here." He's going to extend his hand and begin to mutter an incantation under his breath. The air starts to whereas it's going to
Wait, I think he walked into this thing.
do you have to make the save fate enter or
I don't think so. I think you're fine.
He's just gonna hold out his staff as you see the red gem in his staff start to turn a pale blue. You see icicles start to form on the edge of it as
I take that back actually. So when a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn, so yes, he has to roll.
interesting. They took away its ability to whiten it. It just yeah, so he'll do it.
Oh no, you gotta click.
Oh, okay.
I keep changing stuff here and there. I'm still getting used to the muscle memory of 2 is no longer the line. The amount of times I've tried to measure the distance to someone and I'm like, nope, that's a cone.
The blast of freezing energy. Okay, pay for him. Yeah, he succeeds.
Okay.
I'm going to need, even though you're
It
on the
ignores.
cusp of it, I'm going to need, yeah, Isabella, Phalar, your defender, and you, Otto, to make Constitution saving throws.
It ignores cover.
I'll let you get a +2 to your save because of the
Okay.
cover.
Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a +2.
Okay.
It's a 10.
26 points of cold damage.
26.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a con save
Yeah, you failed.
again. No, for
Yes, you need to beat
concentration.
get a 13 or
13.
higher.
I got an 18, so I'm still good.
Yeah, still good. Yeah, so the Isabella fails. 6 to make another save. Wow. He's still failing.
Oh my god.
I don't think I haven't rolled above a 13 yet for
She's failing on purpose. She wants to attack y'all.
Alright, that's his turn. Wait, hold on. Baylor, you need to make a con save because of the cone.
I'm pretty sure I failed. It was a 6.
Yeah, so 26 points of cold damage.
Yeah. Ouch.
Let's see, bonus action.
Okay, yeah, actually, seriously, ouch.
Yep, it hurts.
He is since he's probably just toying with y'all. Yeah, it's his turn. Klaus, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move the 30 feet here from up top.
You keep in mind you're still blind because there's an entire sun at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
You can't even see it,
In there.
Yeah, in there.
I'm gonna have the zombie move another 30 feet.
That's okay, guys. I have a secret weapon.
There's me. I'm going to yell down and try and make my voice sound panicked and yell that the Arcane Eye is here and they're raiding the place. See if I can throw the Herald off. And then I'll just have the skeletons
Okay,
move also.
make a deception check.
Alright. Let me move them 30. They're just going to move 30. Okay, deception. Natural 20, so 23.
Hear him say, "Well, is this complete matters?" Anything else you want to do, or is that it?
Oh wait. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
When the skeletons are down here, are they able to see anything now, or are they still blinded?
Still blinded.
Okay. I'll just have them, all 4 of them, shoot their crossbows into this forward. I guess at disadvantage. See if they hit anything.
Yep.
So, is there a way to go? So I'll just roll this twice and take the lower one. So that's a 14 for the first one. And an 8. So 8.
Yeah, that misses.
Alright, that is.
I guess the rest of y'all see as you're kind of like squinting during this bright light. Y'all to see 2 arrows go wide through it, above y'all and past y'all.
And that will be my turn.
All right, Sage, anything you want to do? Earth Singe.
Oh wait, does the skeleton moved into the ray of sickening, sickening radiance?
I think so. Would have to make.
Oh, it has to be a creature. It has to be a creature. I think it's fine.
Aren't technically undead creatures?
Yeah, it's a creature category.
Yeah.
So it's up to the DM. Let's I guess we roll.
Yeah. So your skeletons need to make a con save. I mean,
Alright.
yeah, con save.
Con save 17.
Okay, come on. Big whammy, big whammy, big whammy.
Otherwise, it's a radiant.
19.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're
Yeah, you're good.
good.
Otherwise, I'm afraid it would have been bye Skelly.
Yeah.
Singe, hello.
Singe. If you're talking, your mic's muted. Oh, he typed in chat.
Oh,
Sneezing Fit sent me running to washroom. Unless Faye is struggling and needs the warding bond from my action, just staying up top, making my way to pole overhead.
okay. He's making his way over here. You have to dash. That'll be his action. I'll say top of the round. This is using a drop concentration on this spell for Isabella. He, y'all can't even see him for these standing in it, and you just hear him say, "This is your only warning. Stay out of my business, or next time I won't be so nice." And he's going to teleport out. Brings us out of initiative.
Oh my god, he ran away?
More like didn't feel like it was worth his time. It wasn't an "oh no, I'm scared of these people" auto. It was more a "screw this, they won't die. This isn't worth my time."
Basically,
What
he's
about-
like, "This is going nowhere. Y'all are useless. Stay out of my business,
He's like-
or I'm gonna kill you all."
The way that I'm imagining it is that he was only staying because he thought that it was going to be an interesting fight, and then all of us were like doing a good fight, but then at the same time, like he wasn't getting much edgewise on us because none of us were really going down, so he was just kind of like, I have better things to do.
And then he believes my deception that the arcane eye was here.
Yeah, on top of that, he was probably like, I've got better things to do and I do not have the time.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, I'm not gonna waste the next 5 minutes of time that I could be using to recruit more people or get back at those nobles trying to kill you guys.
So I'm gonna start making my way downstairs then.
Yeah, he's gonna get off the Devour form auto.
So I tell you, you're gonna drop concentration on taking radiant.
Yeah. All the exhaustions level also drop.
I'm imagining the lady is no longer attacking me and she's probably like shaking off the feeling from the guy, and she still feels my eye watching over her. So then Phalar definitely looking pretty beat up right now. I'm on 35 HP above table.
Wow.
Yeah, 35 of 83.
I mean, he's at 36 out of 73, so.
So like Phalar's looking pretty decently, tangled with, and he kind of like, slouching forward a bit from that, sheaths the dagger onto his side, and he looks up at the lady, and he like whispers something under his breath, and the evil eye is gonna drop off of her, and the red on his glow goes away.
Yeah, you see her. She's like hunched over a little bit, hand on her head.
Probably feels a little bit of that weight lifted when the evil eye leaves, because we talked about originally how it makes people feel like they're about, impending doom is approaching.
Yeah.
It feels like you're being watched by the shadows when you're under my evil eye. Like I think like if any of you have ever had that thing where like you're sitting alone in a room and it's just too quiet, so you have to go do something to make noise because it just doesn't feel right. That's how it feels when the evil eye hits you. Like you just feel generally off.
When I make my way down here, can I try and research the body now? Would I be?
Yeah.
You go to grab it and it just vanishes because he took it with him.
So make an
Um,
investigation.
$25.
You find this. Besides his like really well made like silk suit that he's wore. Find a greater healing potion and this strange looking gold coin that just has a heads and a tails on it.
Has a heads and a tail.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Like it kind of looks like a gold piece, but it's much larger. It almost kind of looks like it's like about the size of a $50 coin.
Huh. Strange. I'll put that in my pocket for now.
All right.
And then I will take his silk clothes also.
All right, so you can add a silk suit to your inventory.
I do think D&D Beyond has a thing for clothes silk or clothes fancy or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, yeah, fancy clothes. And I guess the other two guards ran off.
They disappeared when he did.
Okay.
Oh, so they went with him.
Yep. So basically, y'all are the only ones in here.
That over?
Yep.
Singe gonna go collect his things on the ground. Or the Humunka carrying them.
All right.
Uh, I'll just have the skeletons hop back in the bag.
Humunka managed to pick up anything interesting, or should I just like type in generic name of this room of like a ballroom or just have random junk?
For right now, put a ballroom items, and we can in between the next session we can come up with a list of actual stuff.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk up to the group and say, "Good job, guys, at the fight."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
continue my way to the bar and raid the liquor cabinet.
I take you to drop your devour form.
Yeah. I think we should head out of here and report the incident, you know?
Yes, that's probably a good idea, I'd say. Maybe after just a little bit of catching our breath, I'm feeling a bit winded.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
The
out of
Sailor
here.
will kind
Need
of
some fresh air.
he gives a nod, but then he pops the top on one of his flasks and just sits back against the nearest table, kind of on the floor, with it in his hand, and he's gonna, slip the drunkard amulet over his head onto his neck, and then he's just gonna down the entire pint.
Yeah, you see after she like pulls her hand away from her head, you see her almost like almost like spins her weapons in her hands before sheathing them. This fucking spellcasters. I need a drink.
15 HP off of drinking a pint of ale isn't bad.
Should I make an investigation to see how many I get?
Yeah.
So I want to roll off that table that Faye put last time. I want to see how many of those I can.
Oh, let's roll a. Because a lot of those are like specialty drinks that have to be made.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them are like cocktails and stuff like that. Like
gotcha.
the hell thing that one of us drank that gave us the feeling of being
Okay.
tortured.
I would say unless you see some that are like a bottle of something, then otherwise it's yeah, they're just cocktails that have to be made for the most
Okay.
part.
Well, I'll do investigation. So send me bottles or whatever I can get.
I'll say
Got a
26.
26
Yeah, so
on.
roll a d10 for me, and that'll be how much you get.
All right. 3.
All right. Yeah, so I would say pick 3 from the list there, like that are labeled as like bottles, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Will do. And then as I'm doing that, I'll see her walk up and turn around and ask if she'd like a drink.
So you see her kind of pull her hood back, saying, "Most definitely."
I'll grab a random bottle off the shelf and open it up and pour her a drink.
It's like you see it's like she looks at the glass and just grabs the bottle, starts takes a big swig out of it.
That works too.
Looks over you saying, "So who are you lot getting involved with that asshole?"
I don't really know who he is, really. I think my compatriots might know more.
Hmm. She
I was
extended
just here for
her hand.
networking.
Name's Isabella.
Klaus. And I'd reach out and take her hand and kiss the top of it.
Oh my goodness.
What? You're not even down here anymore.
No,
You're
that's
making
out
it
of character.
Well, at least someone here has etiquette.
Thank you.
Exit up the stairs.
The way you're coming back down now.
No, I was going up. Like, I was wondering if there's if you can get outside from the stairs.
Like there's like on this map, there's no actual second floor, so it's all theater of the mind.
Oh,
So as you come to the top of the stairs, you see there's 2 piles of gray ash on either side of the stairs, and you
yeah.
see it's a completely enclosed room. You just see there's just about 15 feet away from the entrance is a teleportation circle.
Oh, do we know where it's going?
Most likely where the other circle that you came from, where you
I see.
gave your invitations.
I see. But the room is like completely closed
Uh-huh.
off, right? Okay. All right. So I guess Otto will just wait for everyone to come back up from on this room.
You kind of stand up, kind of pull her hood back over her head. Say, what about you? But I've had enough of this place. Grab the bottle and start making her way
I will
up the stairs.
jump over the bar and follow up. And as I make my way up, I'd tell the zombie to give me back the gunpowder barrel and
Alright.
just have it follow me. What about Singe and Phalar down there?
Phalar, seeing everybody moving on, will get themselves set up, put away the flask that he chugged, feeling a little bit better, and then follow along with everybody. Probably look over, Singe's way and be like, it appears that we're back on the move again. Then he kind of walks forward a little bit more, kind of remarking to himself loud enough for Singed to hear, and he's like, all things considered, I'd rather be out of this place. It doesn't seem very safe.
And
Singe?
I guess I'll just unless Cinch wants to do anything else. Otherwise, you each step onto the teleportation circle. Vision goes white, and you're back in that same kind of open field in the middle of the woods. That keeper that was there originally is no longer there. In the middle of this clearing.
I just quickly mention that Discord considers OBS Studio a game apparently because it says you're playing OBS Studio.
Ah, that's interesting.
Now it says playing Tailspire, but I'm assuming you were tabbed over to OBS Studio, so it said playing OBS Studio.
Yeah. Apparently, I didn't realize that at this point I had my scene shifted over to the dice cam. Till now.
Oh no, that makes me wonder how long it's been like that.
Yeah, so the entire.
It's like half the battle. Whoever's watching the stream is just seeing empty dice tray.
Yeah, basically.
Oh! Move.
Real nice.
There's
It's like, oh damn,
visuals,
this Herald.
cinematics.
It's like, damn, this Herald guy's looking cool. Looks like nothing.
Oh, Singe is back.
Stupid the Herald guy.
I know y'all
Viewers will
are
have to
away.
wait to
Auto.
see the BBEG another session.
Otto only knows the guy's name's Harold, by the way.
Oh, Herald, it's you. Wonder if he's ever gonna correct him if Otto says it out loud and he's just like, we're going to stop you, Herald, and he's just like, I'm the Herald, my name isn't Herald.
When the next time we see him, Otto's gonna be like, look, it's Harold.
Here's
As-
Kumar.
They're heading to White Castle.
That's his lair.
As
The
we,
White Castle.
as we come back into the woods, seeing how bright it is and how sensitive I am to it, I'm going to put my mask back on.
Okay. So she kind of looks around saying, well, this will be seeing all around. And she's going to walk off into woods.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's in the void. Got a 37 on stealth.
Damn.
He rounds a corner and then just
Yeah, so you'll see her walk.
she pulled a Phalar move. She went against the wall and just ghillie suited instantly.
Yeah, so y'all see her kind of walk off in this clearing, walk into the shadows of the woods, and is just gone.
She goes through a little bit of tall grass and then just
Just gone.
ninja movie vanishes.
Basically.
I think Phalar would probably see that and then just kind of give like a little bit of a nod and be like, it's quite some impressive hiding that she's capable of as well. Wonder if we'll ever see her again.
I do not know. But what is our next move?
Personally, I could do with a little bit of rest. I'm still feeling that encounter. I know that you weren't very present in it, but I definitely got my fair share of hits. I think a few of the rest of our party did as well. Where the nearest rest point is.
The nearest
Well,
the nearest. I mean, the nearest place y'all came from was Vale.
But yeah, would have to travel back.
we could always, I don't know, I suppose find a little bit of a covered area in the clearing here and just have a bit of a breather.
Does it look like it's gonna rain at all? By the weather late?
Um, as like it's probably like noonish. Yeah, you see there is a storm coming, but it's probably a good ways off. So it would probably
Maybe be able to get a short rest in.
yeah.
Because that's what Phalar was suggesting. Was like, maybe we can just take a short rest real quick.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
even after the 14 off of healing from my drunkard thing, I'm still pretty hurt. I know a couple of the rest of us took some damage too. Just in case on the way back to where we're going we end up encountering anybody else.
yeah. So y'all can go ahead and roll your dice.
Yep. And I'm gonna use my arcane recovery and gain spell levels up to the 5th level, so I'll just gain 1 5th level for now. Short rest. I'll do 2 hit die.
I'm missing 33 health.
Should have plenty of hit dice to roll though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no limit on hit dice you can roll for.
Other than your total hit die thing, mine is 10 right now because I'm level 10.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's 10, so.
Yeah.
I got 7 back.
1d8 plus 3 per.
Back up to full.
Okay. Oh yes, recover ability misfortune. Good thing I used those. Yep. Definitely. So see, the goal was that because she wasn't saving very easily, if you wouldn't have bailed and it would have came back to my turn, I was gonna try and chip a little bit more of her health off and then put her to sleep
Yeah, well,
with the somnolent.
yeah, she was at about 170.
Yeah, it's
when he
10
stopped.
d10 plus 15, so. 'Cause it's an amount of d10s equal to my rogue level plus 15, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, so it probably if she had taken a little, you probably wouldn't have had to
Yeah.
have been chipped away a little more.
Yeah. I think whenever I get my next misfortune, I'm definitely going to go for one of the ones that's a less point value, more direct thing, because now I've got 3 different status effect applying. So I can fear, blind, and deafen, and sleep people.
Yes, I'll say so. I'll say during that short rest, you see that dark cloud has moved a little closer. You say probably next couple hours, probably when it'll arrive.
Should probably get moving whenever we are collected and ready to go.
How? I know I took one before we went to the masquerade, and then Ophelia gave me 3 more. How many of those vials? How often do I have to drink one of those vials?
Uh, one vial is worth is 2 feedings. So she gave
Okay.
you 3. So that's enough
Okay.
for about a week.
Okay.
But you have to at least drink half a vial at least once a day
Okay.
to avoid any issues.
Okay. So I'm still good for now since I drank
I
one
love the.
before the.
I loved how you paused before you said issues.
Yeah.
It's like the mafia guy in a movie, just like we wouldn't want any complications.
So I tell you, y'all are heading back to Vale.
Yes.
I would assume so.
I don't know. Load in.
Oh my god, Tailspire listened to being told to do something?
Link. All right, so y'all are outside Vale.
And I need to turn my graphics back down.
You're
I
back
had
in
them
your-
set to maximum because, or except for the shadows and all like the special stuff because we were in the small map.
Yeah, now you're in a big old city. Nah.
So I've got full texture resolution and FPS and everything on at the moment.
So what y'all want to do?
What time of day is it right now?
It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Guess we'll. I'm gonna start making my way inside the city.
Otto wants to go get some food.
Of course. About how long have we been gone in material plane time?
Right now, you're not sure.
Years.
We walk into Vale and they're in the middle of the Industrial Revolution.
Uh,
My shield guardian's just been standing there this whole time, and it's like some kind of,
Statue.
monument of the past of the town because it's just been standing there for centuries.
What are all these Model T cars driving around for? Nobody knows what magic is anymore.
Magic, what's that?
I guess I'm gonna make my way back to the bar. Me and Ophelia will go drinking.
All right. Uh, yeah, I feel he's gonna. Head in the corner.
Once Otto gets in there, I'm gonna ask him if he ever figured out who attacked him and Sins the other day while we're sitting there drinking.
My God.
No, remember a thing. I was just eating, talking to Phalar, and then all of a sudden I lost consciousness. And then uh, I was. Well, did I found myself in like the cell?
What are you talking about when you lost control, or you're talking about something else?
Yeah, lost control.
I mean, you were basically grabbed, taken to the church, uh, given a temporary reprieve, and that was kind of it. And the guards are like, "Don't do this again, or it's gonna be a lot worse."
Yeah.
So you don't know who attacked you and Singe
I don't
upstairs?
think anybody attacked us.
I think he's referring to what happened when you woke up
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Singe-
open the door.
upstairs in the
Matt.
tavern.
Yeah.
No one attacked us. My room intends to explode when I leave it every once in a while.
Yeah, we were all heard the explosion from y'all's.
Oh,
in
you're
your
talking
bedroom.
about that one.
Yeah, the
I
one
don't
from just the
know.
other day.
Yeah, all of a sudden there was some sort of spell trap set outside the door.
Strange.
Yeah. Does
You
it
think it was
have
the
anything to do with you?
No, do you think it may have been the Herald? Is what I was asking.
Was Harold even there that day?
I don't know. I wasn't here. I was.
No.
Was
Oh,
it on the
Silas
same day?
was.
It wasn't on the same day, right?
No,
No.
no. Your encounter with the Herald in the tavern was like 2 days prior.
Yeah, no. I think he's
Well,
already gone by then.
do you think he came back to try and take y'all out?
Possible, but why would he do that?
I don't know. When we were at the masquerade, he was saying y'all had been getting in his way.
But he did all that and he just freaking dipped.
I don't know. He's a very
You know,
strange
Phalar.
man.
Phalar probably chimes in at that point, just sitting at the table with his head slightly slouched, like, every time that he gets relaxed, something else hits the party. So he's just, like, got that slight headache kind of stance going on. And he's like, well, all things considered, maybe he just thought that we were a bit of a waste of time, which, honestly, and then he kind of smirks a little bit. If we're wasting his time, I think we're doing a good job.
And also, if we're wasting his time, I kind of hard to find a reason that he will spend that time and just set up traps on just one party member.
True.
Well,
True.
two technically, but
Otto, what about that omen that came to me for you? Somebody
Yeah,
that
I don't know who that omen is even talking about.
somebody you trust greatly.
Yep.
now here's a question that may stem from that. Is there any way that you were able to tell how far out that omen could take place? Because what if it is none of us and it is just decades from now when Otto is of old age?
Possible?
I don't know. Do you
Then
think
he
it
kind
may
of
be
chuckles a little bit, and he's just like, well, imagine he's somewhere after retirement and someone that's like a caretaker does something. It's an odd thought.
Do you think it could be your Patreon having fun, poking fun at you, or
Oh, I don't think my patron pokes fun at me at all.
I don't know? Because I mean, it's the hand that guides you will be the hand that shatters your trust.
Yeah. No, actually, is it hand?
Yeah,
What's the what's the?
it says the hand that guides you will be the hand that shatters your trust. In the moment of your greatest need, the one who you swore
Wait,
to protect or
wait,
who swore to protect
wait,
you shall deliver the deepest wound.
wait.
Yeah.
Does he even have a hand?
He has a normal hand and the other hand, which is the hand of Vecna.
Oh wait, my patron?
You've never actually seen a hand from it.
Okay,
The only
okay.
thing you
I'm
saw
assuming
was
all you've seen of your patron is probably a massive, like, I'm
Mouth.
imagining almost like Hermaeus Mora from Skyrim, except instead of a giant green eye, it's just a mouth.
Yeah, that's what.
yeah.
There's just an inky black mass of like eldritch mass of tentacles and ooze, and then
Yeah.
it's just mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
so
his name. Yeah, I don't remember his name.
It also says their whispered name will be your curse, as all you
the
built crumbles
whisper
to
name will be a curse.
will be your curse as all you built crumbles to dust.
Was it that long of a prophecy?
Yes,
I thought it was only about betrayal.
it
Did
it
you
is.
just make shit up?
No, it's from 5/10/2025. It's in player's
Okay.
notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hand that guides you will be the hand that shatters your trust. In the moment of your greatest need, the one you swore to protect or who swore to protect you shall deliver the deepest wound. Their whispered name will be your curse, as all you've built crumbles to dust.
Alright. Well, I don't think it will be my patron. I don't know who it will be. We shall see. I don't think it's gonna be you though.
You don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
you say you don't think it's going to be me?
Yeah, because I don't trust you.
I know. Can I try and make a persuasion check? I want to try and persuade Otto that it's his Patreon, and he shouldn't trust him.
Okay, and auto roll in insight.
Insight. Let's go.
Persuasion.
Ooh, 25.
Fuck. 16.
Yeah, it's like I know. Something about it just doesn't seem believable.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to look out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna pull out of my bag some gloves and toss them on the table and say, "I found these on that host fellow we killed. I think they might be of some use to you."
So those are at the bottom of that hole.
Oh, the bottom of the hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a spawn from a deck.
Well, these gloves are from the bottom of the hole. From when that guy opened all those cards from the deck.
Although as you look down, you just hear this voice in your back of your mind. It says, "Take."
Just take.
Yeah, take.
Wait. Did Klaus give me something?
I threw them on the table.
I missed that part. Please repeat it again.
He threw gloves on the table. Those were the magical items that conjured from a deck
Oh.
that were at the bottom of the pit.
Okay. Alright. Otto takes it.
Before you take them, I'm gonna put my hand on them and say, you can have these, but all I need is 3 vials of your blood.
That
What? Your voice cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
let me think about it.
You have 5 seconds, or I'm throwing them in the fire.
Like, okay, how do I even get you blood?
Go to the bartender and get some empty glass jars from him and cut your wrist and give me the blood. Or your
All right.
neck, or cut somewhere on you. I don't care. I just want the blood. It
You
could be a
might, Klaus,
slash
at
on your
some point you
arm.
will have to get something to preserve the blood from
Yes.
not going bad.
Yeah. And I go to the bartender. Okay, I guess I'll just go find the bartender and do it
He's right
behind the counter.
us. No, I want
But
to see it in person. I want to make sure you're not doing anything to the blood.
you see kind of this elderly looking dwarf who's kind of wiping down a mug with a dirty rack saying, "Eat something?"
Can I have like, is it like just like three like bottles?
Well, like jars?
Yeah.
I guess.
Do you also have some red food coloring?
What's that?
I don't know. Alright, do you have any animal blood?
No, it's a bar. Why would I put animal blood in a bar?
Or anything that's red?
I mean, if you want animal blood, I guess you could talk to the butcher. They probably have blood all over their damn floor.
While he's
Can't
talking
make
to
it
him, I'm gonna. While he's talking to him, I'm gonna yell, "You got 3 seconds left."
Yeah, just give me the 3 jars.
He'll hand you the 3 mason jars.
Come here, Otto. Let me cut your hand for you.
No, you need to stay away from me. I'll cut it for myself.
I want to see it. I have to see you do it, or these are going in the fire.
Yeah, I'll do it in front of you, but you gotta stay away from me.
Okay, let Phalar cut your hand.
Alright, Vela can cut my hand.
Phalar has been like focused to himself this whole time, not really, he's been tunnel visioning on his drink, just kind of watching the bubbles in the ale, and when he hears Phalar can cut my hand, he just jumps up and is like, why am I cutting someone?
Apparently he wants my blood.
I see. I can help with
Because
that.
he is holding my the item that I'm supposed to get.
Yes, I believe I might be able to help with that. As long as it is, I have taken blood before from someone. I can help, yes.
I whispered
you
to
would-
Vela, do you have that blood with you right now?
I do not. It has been many years.
Okay, never mind.
Otto, you hear that same voice. Take, but much stronger.
Yeah, alright. He's gonna
As I see you taking
Give
your
me the-
time, I'm gonna move toward the fire and dangle the gloves over the fire. I'm gonna put them right over it. The gloves start heating up.
Alright, Vela, just cut my hand.
He'll take out pick and pocket, kind of looking over the edge of it for a second, and there's kind of like, just for a moment, you can see him kind of like do like the 1,000-yard stare into the glint on the edge of the blade before he goes through and cuts the palm of your hand.
I'll say, since he's willing, you just roll a damage.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the base damage of the dagger. So.
Yeah, so roll. So Otto,
I'm not using core cut. It's just pick and pocket, so it's 1d4 plus 5.
Dude, what if he gets max damage? And
What if you
explodes
roll
dice like 10
4?
times? Yeah,
What if you
4,
roll 4?
10 fours, to 40 damage.
Actually, that would be fitting given the fact that the reason that Phalar did the whole wide stare into the glint of the dagger is because he was getting a flashback of his past. Because he's done this shit before.
Alright, do it.
Do it, roll.
Let me. I'm going to roll it. I'm gonna do it in Tailspire because I'm going to throw it into the ocean since my camera's near the ocean right now because I was fiddling with it.
okay, ignore that. That's been
Yeet.
stuck on my screen. So
Oh,
We got a 4.
yep. So roll another
Yeet.
d4.
No way.
Another 4.
That's 9.
Come on, 4 plus.
12.
Yeah, 12.
So, since that was 3 tiers of damage, yeah, after Phalar is done, like, staring into his dagger's, like, reflection and stuff, there's kind of, like, you know, his non-skeletal side of his face, his pupil looks like it's a bit wide as he grabs your hand, and then when he slides the blade across your hand, he presses down a lot harder than you were expecting. Instead of just being like a surface slash, it like leaves a deep mark on your hand.
What the heck? Why did you just cut that deep?
Taylor just kind of stares at the knife for a moment, and then he kind of closes his eyes, holds his head a little bit, shakes his head, takes the knife, wipes it off on the leather armor that he's got on, puts it away. He's like, I haven't done that in a while. Got a bit carried away. I will explain some other time. It's a long story as to how I get caught up in such things.
Otto puts his blood dripping hand onto the jars. Why does he need 3? Why do you need 3?
I want 3.
Okay.
And since you question,
Alright.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'll give you the blood. I'll just hold on.
Nah, since you questioned, there's 2 gloves, 1 for each hand. I need you to cut your other hand and give me 3 more.
Okay, Baylor, just give me another cut.
Get 3 more vials.
Wait, how much damage was it in the beginning? 12?
It was
Yeah,
a
that
4
was
plus
12.
5 plus a 4
Yeah.
plus a 3.
Yeah, so 15 total.
Oh, 15. 12
Ah.
plus 3. Alright, so, the question is... No, again, I think you just cut it. Just cut again.
Cut the other hand.
Wait, do you have... Wait, I need to get more jars.
Yes, go buy more jars.
Wait, let me get the hand, look at the 3 jars here finished first.
All right, you just see Are these gloves made of leather?
Yeah.
You just see some smoke coming off them as the.
Oh
leather
my god,
hides
get those
getting
gloves
toasted.
away
It's
from
like
the
it's like
fire!
there. You see, there's like, I would say, Klaus, you notice that it's like as the flames like touch it, but it's not actually damaging the gloves.
Otto doesn't notice yet, probably.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Klaus, you're the only one who noticed this.
Can
You're
I
holding it
pretend to
over the
drop
fire.
him? I want to pretend to drop him and catch him again quick to scare him.
You're gonna have to pass like
Wait,
Is that-
make a deck save.
Ah,
Oh no.
7.
It's like it's almost like you drop it. It's almost like you play. It's like it's tumbling as you're trying to
Not
grab
quite
it.
there
It's
yet.
like you're playing like a mini
No!
game of hot
Get
potato
away.
before like it drops quickly into flames before you manage to like grab like you kind of like have to toss it back and forth before eventually it's cool enough to you can pull it out of the fire.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
that was close, Otto. You better hurry.
You gotta give me time.
You squeeze the blood out.
Okay, I'll try. Did I finish the 3 jars?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll go to the bartender again. Can I get 3 more?
kind of like leaving a pile of dripping blood behind you as you go over to the bar. You see, he's like
Yeah.
alarmed, like, what the hell?
As he's doing that, Phalar takes another, gulp of the drink that he's got, and he looks over in the bartender's direction. He's like, "I'll help with the cleanup. Just, I don't know what they're doing exactly. I've chosen not to question what half of my party does."
He kind of he slides more 3 more jars and just says, "Ugh, I need a damn drink." Just kind of walks to the back of the bar in this small chair and kind of pours himself a
Alright,
drink.
Baylor. I need you to do it again.
All right.
While I'm turned away from him, can I try and play a trick on him? I want to give him my just plain leather gloves and make them act like those are the ones. I'll try and pass those off to him.
Make a sleight of hand.
$18. Way.
Otto, make an insight for me.
14. Well, the question is, my patron has to know.
It's like
He just told you to get the gloves.
You look down at the gloves he's now holding, and you don't feel that compulsion to take for these gloves.
Okay, where they are. You're not giving me the right ones.
Oh, I was just having a little fun. I'll pull them back out and ding them back over the fire.
It's almost like flipping a switch. The moment he pulls them out, you feel that compulsion again.
Yep, that's it. All right, hand me over. Hand it to me.
Where's the other 3 blood vials?
All right, here you go. I'm assuming the bloodletting was already finished.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see
I'll
no
say
damage.
we'll fast forward. I'll say,
Yeah.
Otto, because the amount of blood you lost.
Oh yeah, how much damage did I take when he
This-
stabbed me again?
Yeah, the second time.
9.
Another 4.
May I roll again, maybe?
Another
Oh my
4.
god! No way!
11,
Another 4.
13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16.
Plus 3. 18.
Yeah, 18 points of damage.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say,
Alright, he is very tired at this point.
He has like no blood left.
I'm gonna say because of I would say until you complete a long rest.
I think I was muted when I said that.
Your maximum HP is reduced by 3 till you complete a long rest. Because of
I
the
was
amount of
trying to
blood
say
you've
that
lost.
fate is a completely cruel mistress. I can never deal this damage when I actually fucking need to.
Oh, you needed to deal it.
Oh my god.
Well, after I get
Oh my god. Give me the gloves, and
Yeah, after I get
here are your blood.
after I get my 6 blood vials, I'll give you
Here are your
Here you
blood.
go.
We're
Thank you,
just gonna
sir.
fast forward to where you have now all 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take them. I'll give you the gloves. Good doing business with you, sir.
This is
And
bad
Klaus,
deal.
you see that Ophelia is looking at these vials and is licking her fangs.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'll open one and pour it into her mead right there.
Okay, okay. I do not need to see this. I'm going back to my room with the gloves on hand.
Alright, I will message you on what they are.
Alright. I don't know if this is my room, but I'm gonna take it.
While I'm sitting here and hanging out with Phalar and Singe, can I investigate that gold coin?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have. Yes, I do have Identify. I can cast as a ritual spell. It'll take me 11 minutes. To identify.
Look up Lucky Coin.
Me?
No, Klaus. I don't know if
Oh.
it's in D&D Beyond, but that's what it is.
Let's see.
Like, do you have like a link to what the glove does?
It's in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But I can tell you what it does.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
It gives you a free beam of Eldritch Blast, but here's the kicker:
Oh,
if
okay.
you roll a 1 or 2 on that roll, you take 2d12 psychic damage.
Oh my god.
But
Okay.
if you roll a natural 20 on that, they take 2d12 psychic damage.
The enemy that I'm shooting at.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god. That's broken. Okay. That is in addition to what I'm doing with crits, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't replace my crit. Okay, good. Cool.
Oh, that's a badass coin. I like that.
Is it indeed Beyond? I haven't looked.
No, I'm gonna have to make it. I'm copying the
Okay.
things of it so I can keep it.
So yeah, so basically, I think it's you're rolling a 1v a d2. 1 is a natural 1, and 2 is a crit.
Yeah, I can use it once per day. When you make a skill check, attack roll, saving throw, you instead roll 2d20. If the result is an even number on each d20, the result is equivalent to a natural 20. If it's a if one d20 is even and the other one's odd, you automatically pass your check. And if it's both odd, I fail with a natural 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've wasted one of Phalar's, not Phalar, Otto's blood vials for Ophelia. I poured it into her mead.
Okay. Well, since they're mason jars, they're probably each one is probably a good 2 or 3 days worth of feeding.
Okay. Well, we'll just have a party out of one then.
Yeah. But yeah, you should be able to find it in D&D Beyond.
Alright.
So basically, that means by at least in the higher levels, you'll be able to do up to 5 Eldritch Blasts.
Yup. No, I can do 3. Oh wait, do we level up?
No.
No.
Oh.
Once you complete, you have to complete the rest of the contracts. Level up.
Yeah, we should probably go turn in this one and see if we get anything from it.
Yeah, you have to go to
They give us,
the Ventures Guild.
I guess if they give us any gold.
Do I need to attune to it?
Yes.
Alright, so that's one of my attunements.
If you wear it, it should show up on the attunement.
Yep. Oh wait. I can treat any 1 on a damage die as a 2.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, so the psychic damage also ignores resistance.
The psychic damage, yeah, ignores resistance for both you and the enemy if you crit.
Uh-huh.
So don't roll a natural 1.
It's just for that extra beam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep track of which one is the extra beam.
Yeah. When do I get another feat?
14.
Yeah.
14? Oh. I need
So
luck.
one more.
Unless y'all want to do anything else, y'all can get a long rest.
Let's do
Yeah.
a long rest.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll go to Silas's house. I can't be near them.
Why is that?
That's the hand and eye of Vecna.
Oh.
Yeah, he has an effect where people can't sleep within a certain distance of him, if I remember.
Yeah, 300 feet. You have to be away from me to sleep.
What if he gets a parasite that's constantly clings onto him?
And then that parasite's gonna die of exhaustion.
Yeah, it's never gonna sleep.
Oh.
Take a long rest then.
Long rest.
And in the morning, I will drink one of the small blood vials, or half of it.
All right. Anything y'all want to do? Morning.
I have an item I've been curious about picking up. I think it's still on theme. See here.
In the morning, I'm gonna go back to the bar
All right.
and wait for Otto to come down.
Alright. So Otto lost a lot of blood yesterday, and he was really heavily hurt. I want to roll if he has to take extra time to take some rest. What should I roll? Constitution?
What to see how well you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a con save.
Alright, 14. Seems alright.
Yeah, you know, if
He is
still
definitely
grumpy.
hungry, though.
yeah, definitely
Yeah,
feel
so
like that nagging feeling in the back of your mind to consume.
yeah, Otto will go downstairs and just start asking, like, see if they have any food.
I'll wave Otto over to the table and tell him we'll get a big breakfast coming,
Okay.
some breakfast beer. And then when you sit down, I'm gonna pull out of my bag of holding some glasses, and I'm gonna talk these up to you that these are glasses that you can wear that will help you see much better than normal. And they can help you if you're investigating stuff to see more clearly what they are.
What are those?
They're technically the eyes of menacing, but I'm not going to tell them that. I'm going to leave out some information.
Does Otto recognize what that is? Has he ever seen it in like any sort of past experience?
I want to talk them up.
Make a. You want to study the glasses more? Make a Arcana if you want to get insight of what Klaus is telling you. Roll an insight.
Insight it is.
And Klaus, roll a persuasion.
25.
Okay. Persuasion. 28.
What? Oh my god.
Seems pretty believable.
Alright.
Would you like these, Otto?
Otto looks at it. What does it like? What does it look aesthetically?
Well, it's like a pair of sunglasses. They got crystal lenses on them. They'll fit over your eye when you're wearing
Sure.
them.
Oh, you mean
Right.
eyes of minute seeing?
Yes.
Okay. But those are contact lenses, not
Okay.
glasses.
Well, yeah. Yeah, yeah. They're contact lenses, so you don't even know they're there.
Okay, I'll try. But wait, contact lenses that's full black?
No, they're like they're like glass contact lenses, but
Okay.
like right in the middle is this like amethyst, like the smallest bit of amethyst right in the middle of each one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The price is 3 blood vials.
Okay, dude. It's just been one night.
Oh, that's plenty.
That's
Hey,
just keep it
I'll
for
make a
me.
persuasion check.
Just
and
keep
I'll
it for
make
me. I'll give
I'll
it
make
to
a
you
persuasion and
tomorrow.
say I'll give you a good deal since we're friends for 2 blood vials.
You gotta wait till tomorrow. I need to recover.
I think you can give it today.
Klaus, did you drink any of his blood?
Yeah, I had a sip of it this morning.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, huh? Me?
No, not
No,
you,
me.
Klaus.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Hey,
It's like as you're saying this, you start to feel nauseated. It just curls up inside you. Like it's like you have that feeling like you want to throw up, but it's just like not quite getting there. Like as you talking before, eventually you puke. And you feel hungry more than usual. Not for blood, but for something more.
like meat.
Meat, food, life, just everything.
Uh, here. Is this hunger drawing me to go do that right this second?
It's like it's more like a strong compulsion. Like something that's like it's like a tugging your mind strongly to do something.
How early is it in the morning? Is it still pretty early?
Yeah, I would say like the sun's just starting to rise. So it's not quite. It's still fairly dim light outside.
I'm gonna tell Otto I'll hold on to these glasses and I'll be back in a little while. And I want to make my way outside of town to one of those farms.
All right.
I'll make my way up to the door and I'll knock on the door.
I would say, Otto, you just hear in your mind, you must consume.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
Uh,
I think it's a bit more than interesting.
you
So what? Oh,
eventually
yeah,
someone opens it. Kind of guy in kind of overalls kind of opens the door, saying, kind of rubbing his eyes, saying, "Can I help you?"
Yes, sir. I've been traveling all night. I'm with the Adventurers Guild. I was seeing if I could just come in and sit a spell for a while and rest.
Kind of looks you up and down, kind of looks past you, kind of steps back. To let you in.
I come in.
Hey, it's this guy. Kind of close the door behind him. Walks over this fireplace. Sits down.
Alright, I'm going to pull out one of the bottles I got from the masquerade and ask if I could trouble him for some breakfast.
I suppose. Give me a minute. Walks into another room. Comes back with a porridge of looks like stew.
Oh, why can I not move Klaus?
That's about what I got. And you the stew. It's probably closer to like porridge. Porridge / oatmeal.
As I'm eating it, can I I want to ask him if he would like to share a glass of this alcohol with me.
It's a little early for alcohol.
Is he facing the fire right now?
Yeah.
I want to using charm on him, subtle charm. I want to cast charm on him.
The spell or the subtle or your vampire
Subtle
thing?
charm, the vampire thing.
I think it's a 15 save.
8 plus proficiency bonus plus charisma modifier, so 8 plus 4 is 12 plus charisma modifier is a 3. So yeah, 15.
Stats. Straight roll. Seeds.
Ah. Well, damn. I want to ask him if he works this farm by himself. It's
Oh
such a
my
big
God.
farm for him to manage it all by himself.
This just sounds like serial killer.
No, I got help.
That's good.
Easy kind of walks toward the door saying, if there's anything else you need, I better get ready for working for the day.
As
Opens the door.
he walks by me, I want to pull out the dagger of certain death and stab him with it.
Roll for it.
14.
That hits. No damage. Actually, I won't even make you roll for it since
Ah.
he is low stat. He is HP is 4, so
Oh yeah, 8.
you're gonna back kind of arches, falls face forward.
All right, and then I will get the Dagger of Denial, unlock this door and this door with it,
All right.
and then I will cast. Where's that spell at? The 3rd level spell, I believe. Was it a 2nd level? I want to cut open his skull and cast Consume Mind on it and eat his brain.
My God.
You just bring, you see images of his childhood, him working in the farm, his family. The final image is of you stabbing him.
Did I see if he had any family through those images living here in this house?
You see his family, but you can't quite, in that moment, make out where they were.
Okay. Then to help cover up my tracks, I'm gonna take his body and put it right in front of the fire and start putting a whole bunch of these wooden chairs and other things there, and then I'll throw the bear rug into the fire to start a fire, and then I'll unlock the doors and leave.
My God.
And I'll close the doors on my way out.
Probably as you're slowly making your way, you see a good 6 or 7 guards are running past you toward the house.
As they run by, I want to holler, "What's going on?"
Fire, man! As they point,
Fire!
as they point to the farmhouse that's now very much in a blaze.
I'm like, "Oh, yes, there is a fire." And I'll continue walking. So how's everybody else going at the
That's
tavern?
that's lovely. Just, oh my God, it's on fire. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Have a good day.
Yeah,
So anyways, I started walking.
yeah. So anyway,
So Phalar, probably him being him and needing to get his mind off things, probably during all this time, you know, just for being concise and everything, I'm not gonna move his piece over there. He probably at this point has like wandered his way off to the magic shop because magic, you know, seeing magic stuff kind of sates his mind a little. So he's probably just kind of wandering around in there looking at things, picking up stuff that he's allowed to, looking it over, putting it back down.
Yeah, same shop here is kind
Just,
of
you know, keeping his hands and mind busy, you know, with fascination and things.
all right.
Kind of as a way of de-stressing, other than drinking.
Yeah, that works.
There is an item I was curious about. I just don't know, like, if there's any like stipulations or anything to like how often you'll let us grab magic items if we have the money for it.
I mean, if you have attunement slots, then yeah,
You know, if it requires attunement, so on and so forth.
yeah. I mean, if you got the money for it, go for it.
So I was looking at an item from the Griffin's saddlebag last week, and I forgot what it was, and I just spent the entire time that Klaus has been out eating to find what it is again, which is the Diviner's Dice.
What's that do?
It's pretty much I roll 3d once per day. I roll 3d6, and then I can use those d6 to, like whatever the numbers are, I log them, and then I can use those numbers as penalty or bonus to ability checks and attack rolls. So, like, say I roll a 1, a 3, and a 4, then I could be like, okay, that person gets a -1. It's a rare item. It's kind of like the a lesser version of the Clockwork Soul Sorcerer thing of a similar effect, because it doesn't work on saving throws. It's just ability checks and attack rolls, and you can only apply one of the d6 to a roll.
And you can only do this once a day?
It's you roll 3d6 and you can use each number once a day, but one roll can only take one of the numbers. Here, I can
Yeah,
Diviner.
send me a link to it.
Yeah. Diviner's Dice. Because the thing that I'm thinking thematically is, like, Phalar is starting to realize that, he's always been a follower of the idea of fate and everything because of his past.
Yeah.
And, like, how his previous person that he was ruled under was always talking about destiny and all that stuff, and, like, bringing to, controlling your own fate and everything through power.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, we could really use some of that right now because we keep ending up in really bad situations. I don't think that Destiny has it, us in its plans anymore.
I'll say you can have that for...
Yeah, I can send you the thing here. If you want to look it over while people are doing things.
Yeah.
I gotta open Discord on the computer. While I'm doing that, what are Singe and Otto doing?
Otto probably just finished his food and went back to his bed just to take some rest because he has to give blood to the guy again. Also, I think Otto kind of figured out that I think Klaus drank his blood. Does he know?
I mean, you heard that voice, but I would say more than likely you probably guess that's probably why.
Yeah.
That's probably why you heard it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, then he'll probably ask him tomorrow.
You're going back to bed?
I need to rest, bro.
I think we can probably end the session here because I gotta get to bed anyway gotta get up early.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that timing, right on
Good.
9:30.